Okay, so yeah, for his video, it says here that it says it's finally time to get into Gachiakuta. So let's see, it's about Gachiakuta or Gachiakuta, depending on who you're saying to. So,
should you get into Gachiakuta? Is it worth your time? Yeah, not a definitive yes, but a yeah. Going on 3 years ago, I did a video on my thoughts about this series at the time. Its success was obvious from a mile away.
Bright Close says I'm down.
Over. Now we have to follow him as he learns more about the world.
Let's go.
The murder of Recto, and all of the other mysteries as Rudo grows besides other fun characters. If at any point you thought, hey, this reminds me of Soul Eater or Fire Force, that's because Kei Urana, the mangaka for this series, worked on Fire Force and is a known fan of Soul Eater. So if you were like me and enjoy anything that can perfectly match a Jet Set Radio song, then you'll gravitate towards the designs of the characters and the feel of the world. I love the way this looks, and I'm aware of my bias. The anime at the time of this recording has 2 episodes, and I thought they were both really good, and if any studio was going to adapt this series, it had to be Bones. I hope the production for this continues to go smoothly, and they should have some time before catching up considering the manga is at 144 chapters. I'll sage the room now because, knowing my luck, Season 2 might have an insane drop-off, or they just decide to stop adapting it. Shout out to Magi. A lot of the videos I've seen discussing this series have mainly talked about the power system. It is a cool power system, which allows for a lot of creativity, and the system itself is an important element, so I understand the discussion. But I don't read a series beyond 100 chapters because of the power system and fights. That shit is cool, don't get me wrong, but I personally care more if you fuck up your main villain or not. I wanted to see if after all this time of letting the chapters stack up, if it had something to offer with the characters and message of the story, or more than it did at the time. This idea of finding value in things that others consider trash. It's a very simple but powerful premise. The characters are super expressive, and the Soul Eater inspiration of giving them little bits of an odd touch to make them feel distinct is dope. But would it have the character-defining moments that took me from feeling I like this to I love this and I can't stop thinking about it? If it had that defining arc that I can't wait to be adapted so everyone else can appreciate this as much as I do. When it comes to that, yes and no. At the current moment, there are characters that have been given really powerful moments. Rudo has his immediately in the introduction, which hooks you, but also bits here and there that help distinguish his personality more from the field of main characters. But the best is yet to be seen, and that's a good thing. Zanka actually had a really awesome character moment that solidified him for me already, but who doesn't love the hard-working side character? Other characters have been given moments that add some intrigue to them, but we haven't gotten the defining moment for the majority of them. Again, some, but not the majority. There has been a lot of stage setting. Every arc we are introduced to a new faction or character that adds more to the world and gets us closer and closer to the answers.
I just want to ask Bry this real quick. I'm gonna ask Bry this real quick. I'm pretty sure he's much more further in the manga than I have. But there is a tournament arc, right? Because every shonen usually has a tournament arc somewhere, somehow. They have they have their own tournament arcs, or their own tournament, like, you know, interpretation of what a tournament arc is. So, like, does that exist, or that has not happened yet? I've been wondering that for the longest while now.
Wanting since the beginning. Every answer we are given, though, has led to more
Bright
questions.
Close says no.
If we know
Fuck,
who,
okay.
We don't really know why. We know maybe a little bit as to why, but not really. So my reason why you should pick up Gachiakuta is because shit is going to hit the fan very soon. If you've seen my videos on Zatch Bell, Shaman King, and Blue Exorcist, there are a few common themes. One of them being that those were stories that in the first half was a lot of setting things in its proper place and taking the time to do so. So then in the second half, it is non-stop defining battle after defining battle, and satisfying character moment after satisfying character moment. The first half of those stories are really dependent on if you like the setting and personality of the characters, and if you have some patience. I'm pretty certain that's the same thing we are getting with Gachiakuta. So if you pick it up, I'm sure you'll like it, or really like it. Love it? Maybe not right now, at least when it comes to the manga. I guarantee the best is yet to be seen.
Bright Close says there is like a festival-like event
that could really fuck this up, and I'm praying that isn't the case. So you should definitely check out the anime, and if you want,
I guess that's the closest one, the festival-like event. Is that the closest one to it? I guess.
And some of which has already happened. I am glad that it has taken its time to get us introduced to all of these different things, since I prefer that a story gets better and better, or it's just great throughout, than it peaking in the middle and then turning into shit. If you're looking for a series that can hook you hard as of right now, then I would highly recommend Chojin X or the Nido Exorcist. But Gachiakuta is still worth your time, and you will be a bit ahead of the curve if you catch up now and enjoy the chapter-to-chapter experience from this point on.
Alright, so that's all the Masked Man videos that we have done. I think that's enough for the reaction channel and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's enough for that. Alright. And give them a follow and all that great stuff. I'm going to put these videos onto the reaction channel. We do only anime related stuff on the reaction channel, so if you're wondering, I try to keep it just anime mainly, but if I find something very, very interesting, I might put on the reaction channel anyway, just because. We'll see.